This is a help video for the Looking for Patterns in Data lab. For materials, you're going to need a world map, and there's one supplied in this lab that looks like this. If you'd like to use a different map, just run it by me first, because you want to be sure that the longitude and latitude lines are visible and that there's actually room to plot on the map. This one doesn't have a lot of names on it or anything, just shapes and the numbers, and so this one's really appropriate for the lab. You're also going to need some colored pencils. You could use markers or different colored pens and pencils or even crayons. You just want a very fine tip for this. So for the procedure, you're going to look at the data that's listed right here, and that's going to show you the location of earthquakes and volcanoes based on their latitude and longitude. So you'll need to pick one color for volcanoes and one color for earthquakes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my earthquakes be blue, and I'm going to make my volcanoes red. You can use whatever colors you want, but that is what I'm going to do. So you will need the internet. I like this site because this will go through the crustal plates on your map. Now there's actually probably thousands of different sites that you can go to, but I like this one because it is just easy to see the different plates. So let me show you what that looks like on a map. So here I've divided my screen so you can see the map that I'm going to be drawing on the right hand side and what I need to draw on the left hand side. So I'm going to be sure that I have my black pen highlighted here, and I'm just using the snipping tool on my Windows computer. You can certainly do this by hand if you prefer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to freehand draw this line, and boy am I not an artist. So you guys might be laughing right now at this, but it doesn't need to be exact. You just want to try to match as close as possible to the different lines that are on here. So that's the process that you'll use. You know, it's similar to that. I'm sure I could make that a little bit better, but you get the idea. So you can do that freehand, or you can do it with your computer mouse. So now going back to the lab itself, we have drawn the crustal plates on the map for number 2. So now you need to add arrows on your map showing the direction of crustal plate movement. And this is one of those that you could also do with your mouse, or you can draw it in, and you can see the arrows right here. So for this one right here, I'm looking at this section right here. The entire North American plate is going to be going up, so I'm going to draw an up arrow. The Pacific plate also kind of going up and to the left. This Nazca plate going over to the right. The South American plate moving over to the left. So I'm just going to go through my map and essentially recreate this over on my world map. Okay, that is step 3. So now let's take a look at adding these latitude and longitude coordinates for earthquakes and for volcanoes. So I'm going to pull this over so that we can take a look just at the earthquakes. So latitude, remember lat, flat. So latitude is going to be these lines right over here. So LAT for latitude. And then longitude, they go up and down. So I'm going to put long here because those are the numbers on the top and on the bottom. So this first one is 40 north and 120 west. So to find the 40 north, I'm going to start at 0. North is going to be up, south is down. So south down, north up. I'm going to start at 0. There's 20, there's 40. Okay, so this line right here is your 40 north. Now it says 120 west, so to do 120 west, you want to start out at 0, which down here is this side. Now anything to the right of this line is going to be east. Anything to the west of this line, or sorry, the left of this line is going to be west. So I want 120 west, so I'm going to go to the left all the way over until I hit 120. So it's going to be right here. Now I am trying to put a single point on here, so I need to see where these lines intersect. And I'm going to change to a highlighter here so you can see what I'm looking at. I would not actually draw this on a map, but what I would do is I would follow this 120 west line up, and then I would come over here to my 40 north, and I would go over, and right where they intersect, I'm going to change my color again. I said earthquakes are blue, so I'm going to do my blue pen. This is where I would put a dot right there for my first earthquake. And then you're going to repeat this process for each of these earthquakes and then each of these volcanoes. So in the end, you'll have a bunch of dots on your map. And if you want to do this by hand, you certainly can. If you would rather do this using a snipping tool or even a tool like LunaPic, you certainly could. LunaPic looks like this. It's a photo online editor. So you could upload the world map and then you can annotate the map from there. I personally prefer the snipping tool because it's just a lot easier for me, but you could even use Microsoft Word or even PowerPoint if you wanted to put this image in either of those programs. So I hope this helps. Reach out if you have any questions.